brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans. With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go from NRG Stadium. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here we go. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Joshua Farmer there on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down, they need 7.
Here we go.
They'll go right back to Mixon. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Give him 14 on that one. 1st down for Houston.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Mixon. There he goes again. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. It's a big-time run by Mixon. It's a gain of 34. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. Fairbairn's able to add the extra point, and the Texans will take a 7-0 lead.
Patriots nothing. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here goes that.
Room to run at the 35. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's May. Short pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. He'll look middle, and he's got complete. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Patriots first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
May to throw again. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jimmy Ward. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
The Texans take over first and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
Now, Stroud. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Third and a yard.
All right. Swap. Another swap. Hey.
That'll be intercepted. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Patriots.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy, that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame them. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
The extra point is good. And the Patriots will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Mike, Tony. Here we go. Let's go.
They'll go play action with Stroud. He's got his man. It's Nico Collins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And it'll be second down.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page and results in a drop.
Out for straight. 18.
A second down throw for Stroud. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So
that one taken in. Jalen Knowles. Touchdown, Texans. It's his second touchdown of the year. Texans will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Patriots 7. Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Here goes.
Off the play fake, it's May. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
A loss of 3 yards. It's second down.
One quarter in the books. It's the Texans who have the early lead. More from Houston coming up in a moment. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football. They've got it with second down and 13 in front of them. From out of the gun, here's May. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. He's taken down just shy of midfield. 17 yards on that connection. First down, New England.
All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keeps scrolling to the
Crazy! Crazy! Here we go, set. Hey, what's that?
They'll go play action with May. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
First down.
Here's 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal.
Crazy, crazy, crazy! Five. Crazy, crazy!
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, New England. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. The extra point now for Borregales. He knocks it through. And the Pats will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
first down, they'll start with Mixon. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game, force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
Here's third down and a few inches. We'll get that into the hands of Woody Marks. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down.
18. What's that? Hey, uno more. Why Tony? 11.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. But it works out as they convert on fourth down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on fourth down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll get that out to Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Little quick pass to the receiver heading left. And he's going to get belted at the end, but he keeps possession of the football. Setting up first and goal. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got first and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
From 6 yards out, it's first and goal. They'll run here with Mixon. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
Here we go. Let's go. 18. What's that? Buggy.
On second down, Stroud. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Harold Landry able to pursue and drop him for a big loss on second and goal. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long.
18. What's that?
Throwing is Stroud. Open man, that's Collins. Great job by this defense. Nowhere near the end zone as we get to fourth and goal. Fourth down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. This from 30 yards out. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Working out of the gun, it's May. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The third quarter begins with a run. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, here's May. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
At the 38-yard line.
Now give on the ground, and he gets this up close to the 40. Tackle there by Will Anderson.
2 yards on the pickup.
Second down and 8. Throwing is May. Quickly to the outside and complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's May. Open man, that's Kyle Williams. He's got it. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
No gain on the
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
That's taken in, and he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down. Handoff here, up the middle, and he brings it down to about the 28-yard line. That's Henry Toto on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7.
2nd and 7 at the Texans' 28-yard line.
Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Throwing now is May. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. And he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage. But when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Hey, what's up? 5, 5, 5.
On 2nd down, it's May. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Henry Tuotuo. And the Texans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction, steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Now, Stroud. They try to work the screen with Nixon. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
No gain on the play.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 19. What's that?
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 11.
All right. On 18.
That is caught wide on the RPO. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. On 4th down, Daniel Whelan is on to punt. Back deep is Marcus Jones. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
At this point, we're going to need two hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off the play fake, here's May. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. The game-tying touchdown here in the fourth quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score. But they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this fourth quarter lead.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on first and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. Now deep ball here for Collins. This one is intercepted by Carson Davis. And the Patriots are going to take over here at their own 22.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. Just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. To throw now, May. On the left side, it's caught. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down. They'll stay on the ground. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop them right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second and
9. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's a second and 9.
Crazy. Crazy. Crazy.
They'll drop to throw. Catch is made. That is Williams. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
Only need a yard, and it's fourth down. They're going. It's May. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You give your offense a chance to close this game out. If they pick up the first down, this game is over. But now, after the defensive stop, we're starting to see some signs of life on that other sideline.
They'll go play action with Stroud. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Patriots are right back in this one.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Up the middle they go. Good running inside the 25. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here is first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. 2 timeouts, still in their back pocket. It's first and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's first down. To throw is Stroud. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. This guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 18. That's it.
Stroud. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
18. Hey, uno.
Here we go. One final play. Now deep ball here for Collins. And the Patriots are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal the game. So it's a road win here for the Patriots. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play. And the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Your blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine. The emptiness machine.